Now you'll see that in the description box I've always got exactly the same things until you get to the latter part, and then I put links of the information that I've been videoing. And under personal empowerment you will see the link for the CAPSTONE Experience, which is going to be a 2-hour webinar whereby you will learn about, I'm sure Leslie will go into the cosmology and how it is that our thought creates our reality. So here we are, it's going to be May the 27th, 2020, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5 hours difference from the English summertime.
It is a beautiful sunny spring day.
This is Leslie Fieger talking in the woods of Toronto.
Trees are budding out, farmers and gardeners are out planting, and I want to plant some seeds with you as well. There is an ancient Chinese curse which says, "May you live in interesting times." Well, we certainly live in interesting times. It appears that the world around us is in a state of chaos and crisis. Old geopolitical systems are crumbling, old institutional systems are failing, old paradigms are falling apart, and old ways of being are called into question. Old ways of thinking no longer serve to solve these chaotic problems we appear to be undergoing. And for many folks, this crisis may seem beyond their ability to control or even navigate. They are caught up in fear and uncertainty. I want to offer you a different perspective, one of faith and positive expectation. Yes, there is no doubt that this is a hugely transformational time. But think of it this way. We have been provided the opportunity to stop, to take a collective breath, and to evaluate our priorities, our core values, and our ideals. An opportunity to utilize this time to envision and create a new world for ourselves personally and for all of us collectively.
Exactly. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. If, as Bruce Lipton says, we don't destroy that opportunity by going into fear. What Leslie has to offer is absolutely life-changing, where puts you in the driver's seat of your life, instead of believing and accepting the dictates of a one world globalist government, or a British government, or an American government, or a Canadian government, or the WHO, etc., or NATO. Actually, and it's very interesting, that's my next video I will do, when we see what happens to the frequency of the planet when, as on the 4th and 5th, there was mass meditation, and I'll come to that in a minute. So I do urge you to go into the description box, or I'll put this at the bottom as well as being part of the videos that I've talked about, and sign up for this. If this really ask yourself, if you hesitate or if you don't bother, why do you think of yourself in a way of being such a helpless, basically, creature, instead of a very powerful human soul and human physical human being? We have all the power, but it's been educated out of us.
Now, I may not know you personally, but if you are here watching this video, I think it is safe for me to assume that you have been on a path towards self-realization and personal empowerment. I do not know how long you have been traveling that path or what you've experienced on your journey, but there is one thing I do know. No matter what lessons you have learned, you are still a seeker. No matter how profound the knowledge you have already discovered, you know that there is still more to be revealed. For those of you who have an academic background, you know that a capstone experience is the culmination of a master's degree in which you get to gather all that you have studied and learned into one coherent whole thesis. And during this worldwide webinar, I will weave together for you all that I have spent my entire adult life learning during my own journey towards self-actualization and personal mastery. This special event will take you on a journey from age-old philosophical and spiritual knowledge through to the modern psychological knowledge of the neuroscience relating to self-actualization and the latest scientific understandings about our place in the universe, uniting them into one coherent whole, a crowning capstone experience. I do not pretend to know all the answers, and I make no claim to be some sort of super enlightened master teacher. But I believe in my heart that I have much value to share with you.
And he certainly does. Now, the video goes on for a bit, but I'll encourage you, by not playing the whole of it, to go on to the link and listen to the rest of it. There's extraordinary wisdom that Leslie has imbibed from his study. So thank you, Leslie. Colin and I were part of the Delfin knowledge system over 21 years ago, around about that time. 1996, I think we joined the Delfin knowledge. No, maybe it was 1 year later. But anyway, around that time we joined Delfin and met Leslie before joining